All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the WPA Players Championship qualifier. We are on day 2. We've got Konrad Piekarski versus Vang Bui. I believe Xuan is from Vietnam and Konrad is from Poland.
He's from a town called Cyclop, Poland. And Conrad, in 2011, was a silver medalist in the Junior World Championship. And Xuan from Vietnam, she started in 3-cushion billiards and now has been playing pool for 5 years. One of only 2 ladies, I think, in a qualifier.
Correct, yep. We've had 2 ladies in the field. And yesterday, I believe she was, I think she was 1 match away from making it. From qualifying yesterday.
I think 2 matches. She
Was
lost,
it may have
she
been
lost
2.
to Nick
De Leon.
And then Nick won the next match.
Okay, yeah, you're right. So she
won 2 matches.
She
yesterday.
won 2 matches, yeah. She's
a very good player. And she gave Nick a close match.
Definitely made a statement. Yeah, that was I believe a hill match. No, I think that ended up 5-3. But actually, I could be wrong on that. But
yeah, it was 5-3, I think.
Either way, she's definitely making a statement.
What's she doing here? Pushing out, I think she said. That's a push-out shot.
She's going to get this back.
She's not going to like it.
This is a race to 5. All of these matches are single elimination races to 5. 9-ball. Racked traditionally with the 1 on the spot, the 9 in the middle. The rest of the balls do not matter. I'm sorry?
I think Xuan there was pushing out for a jump shot and just got a little too close to the action on the 8 there, yeah? Most likely?
Could be. I'm not a big fan of jumping toward a long rail like that. From that close, I feel like I could lose the cue ball or the 1 ball off the table. But she very well may have been doing what you said.
She's in a spot above her here, though.
Yeah, this is no easy task here. She's pretty much married up to that 8 ball. I see no 1 rail escape. I see 1, 2 rail escape, and she's going to have to essentially masse around the 4, as awkward as that sounds, to do it.
You know, there's one thing, though, with ball in hand, the 2 ball doesn't have an easy pocket. The 3 ball's back up table, if she gives Conrad the ball in hand on the 1, so there's that to think about. Maybe she can kick the 5, foul on purpose, kick the 5 in front of the 1 and make it even tougher. Let's see what she does here.
I think if I was resigning to fouling, I would move the 2 ball.
Now, the 2 ball's kind of stuck there a little bit.
It is a little, but I just see a 2-9 combination possibly happening. I mean, it's not likely, but it could happen.
Yes, I didn't even think of that. Yeah, of course.
So if I knew, or if I assumed that I was going to be fouling on that shot, I think rather than fouling that direction, I would have moved the 9 or the 2 just to eliminate the possibility of that combination.
He's looking at the 2-9, I think. He had to look at it anyway.
He better not. You know, I'm not a ref, so I can't call that, but I think she may have been able to call him on a foul right there. He moved the cue ball with the tip of his cue.
Yep.
I mean, it's a nitpick. It's a nitty type of rule, but the rules are the rules. He meant no harm by it, but he came up short of position here, so he may still elect to go for the combination.
He didn't take too long to line that up. He just kind of eyeballed it and missed.
Can't tell if she can see all of the 2 ball or not. She did go back, and it looks like she grabbed her break cue, which a lot of people will use to jump with. So maybe she's slightly hampered there.
Oh, yeah. This is a good angle here.
Oh, maybe that is a jump cue. I thought it was the BK3 at first, but it appears as though it's the Air 2.
Nice shot.
Wow.
Where's his cue ball going? That's a beautiful shot. Wow.
That was
Excellent.
magnificent. Now Conrad needs to learn from something from that shot right there, right now. He needs to understand what he's up against. She just made a big statement with a really good jump shot and position. So he's got a little something to think about.
Yeah, I was watching a lot of Xuan's matches yesterday. I was rooting her on. And when I told her she's on a TV table, she was like, oh. She's like a little nervous about it.
Got
But
a little nervous.
let's see how she does here. Oh.
She's missed it, but she hasn't left him anything extremely easy. There's no straight path to it. He can go rail first, but I think.
Yeah, I think just a little slight masse. Come
Just
around for the 4.
Got to keep the 5 ball out of play.
Oh, he hit it.
He actually hit that ball. Yeah.
I wonder if she noticed.
You could see that ball right.
I hope she doesn't pick it up. He went like, what did he do with his hand? Oh, I think he said I hit it.
Yeah, I think I couldn't hear what he said, but I think he was motioning to her that it was a.
Yeah. Sometimes they're hard to see.
Yeah,
you know.
we could see that one rock, but
Yeah.
if she wasn't looking right at it.
That's why you always ask if it's ball in hand before you pick it up. You don't want to pick that ball up when it's not ball in hand. Oh. Didn't want to go into the 5 there.
I think she was trying to go underneath the 5.
Still has a shot.
Anyone would like? Griff has souvenirs. We have golf shirts, ladies and men.
Does she? Could she cut this in and the cue ball hit the 9 and stay for the 5? I think maybe you have that angle.
I think that would take some outside spin to hit the 9. I think if she just cuts it with no angle, she comes up in between the 5 and 6. She did put some spin on it.
It's a nice shot.
Yes, it was. So we know she can jump. We know she can play rail first. We know she's got proper technique.
I was just looking at that, her nice cue action mechanics.
She seems to be holding herself together pretty well. She's not showing frustration or emotion.
I was looking up there, Fargo's, Piekarski's 735. Xuan only has 109 games in the system, and she's a 652, so it's not accurate at the moment. But it's just a little guideline.
I think I may go back and look her up on Fargo to see what her starter rating was.
Oh yeah.
Because if it was below 652, let's say it was a 625 starter rating, and she's at 652 now, she's clearly shooting above that 625 starter rating. If they started her at 700 for whatever reason, and she's at 652 now, she's playing under that. So I'm just curious to see what they started her at and how she's progressed from there.
Oh, Xuan. I think the nerves got to her there. Or someone with a vacuum cleaning next to the table. They just turn that off. That didn't help.
Yeah, some awkward timing on the vacuum, but it is what it is. I couldn't help but notice that she stood up about halfway through that shot too. She didn't stay down on it all the way.
Ball. No, he hit it nice. Oh, look at this, in between.
All right, Konrad Piekarski takes rack number 1. So we're going to get to see Xuan's break here in a moment. Got a few matches going on across the room. Got a hill match between Max Eberly and Tyler Steyer.
Mad Max Eberly, the Flat Earth King.
The Flat Earth King versus Tyler, the babyface killer Steyer.
And there was no moon landing either, according to Max.
That's a topic for another discussion.
We'll wait till Max comes back on the TV table for that one.
He said something last night that had me laughing. I was racking for him while he was practicing his break on this table right here, just racking, and we were just kind of sharing knowledge with each other. And we were having a tough time getting the balls frozen, and he made a comment about it's tough to make a sphere. Just ask NASA.
Oh.
So he was giving kind of subliminally saying what he needed to say. I love Max. He's a great guy.
Xuan made 2 balls in a break.
She did, and I can't help but notice that the second ball behind the rack and the 9 ball didn't move, which tells me she one of 2 things, or 2 of 2 things happened. She didn't hit it properly, or she didn't rack them properly. And my guess is, given that the ball to the right of the 3 ball busted out of there, there was a slightly loose rack.
Well, she made a bad mistake on the 8 in the last game, and her very next shot, a bad safety. I hope she can snap out of this sooner than later.
Sooner?
Oh,
I see what you did there.
Oh, I didn't mean it. Actually, no, a lot of them I mean, but this one I didn't.
Well, he landed on this too really nicely. Didn't have a whole lot of options for the 3. It looks like just the right-hand side pocket is the only pocket on offer for that red 3 ball, but he got in a good position on the 2 to play that shot. He may elect to go into the 9 ball here and break it up as well, which I think is, yeah, that's what he attempted to do. You could tell by the discouragement on his face, because he knows that the 3 doesn't pass this other way. So yeah, he was trying to bump the 9 and create some separation between the 3 and the 9, and put just a touch too much inside on it. See how he recovers here.
Oh, it's a good angle.
Oh, maybe it does pass.
No, I don't, no.
It's got to be frozen on there.
Yeah.
I see what he tried to
Yeah.
do there.
Now the question is, later there's a 6 pass the 8. I can't tell. Well, actually later, it's the next shot. She's going to play for it.
I like playing this to the bottom right with some low left-hand spin and spinning into the side rail, back into the foot rail, and over, attempting to break out the 6. It's a tall order, but it's either that or she could attempt to back cut the 5. But I think you're pretty much inviting a scratch at that point.
I think that's a 3 ball or is it a 5?
Or is it? I'm sorry.
I can't tell. I think it's a 3 ball.
I think it is the 3. I saw the 6 next, and I just
And
assumed.
now we can see a little bit that 6. I can't tell. It may not go. We're not sure.
Wow.
You know what? She went for the 9. She put her hand up to wave, apologizing.
Yeah, I saw the acknowledgement there. I guess I don't understand what she was trying to do on that shot. I don't know if she was trying to play the 9.
Maybe.
Or if she was just trying to cut the 3 and hit it poorly and it played off the 9.
I think that's, oh, maybe, and trying to break them open. Yeah, maybe. Well, we don't know. Playing some safe behind the 7 here. Oh, she's hit too thick. She's having a bit of a nightmare at the moment.
She needs a confidence boost.
Oh,
that could be the confidence boost she needed.
Don't tell me it's going to be another one of these matches. I just had one a couple of matches ago. Dale Smith from London, England, scratching 4 times in a row on a break. I lost my house, my bicycle, everything I bet on it.
How rough of a draw was that? Those 2 drew each other in the first round of this tournament 2 days in a row.
Yeah, they won 1 each now.
I guess if they draw each other tomorrow, I'm buying lotto tickets. John Moore is in the building. He just walked in. Mr. Smooth from Canada. Looks like John's just kind of scoping out the action here. He's already got a spot into the final 48. Or excuse me, the final 64. He's one of the 48 that were selected already. I think this is the this is just what's soon needed. Mistake and a few balls to run out, help build their confidence a little bit here.
Yeah, she definitely needed that. We're playing on the diamond tables here with the Andy 988 cloth, the Cyclop Hyperion balls with a master chalk.
Predator Cues are the official cue sponsor of this event. How Tips. Of course, CSI and the WPA. Too many to thank. Lots of support, which is exactly what we need and what we should be doing for those companies that support us.
Cue ball. Oh yeah, he got lucky. He was going in.
So he took a
9 balls and knocked the cue ball in. No.
I
Oh, he got lucky there. Look at that.
I think he saw something in that rack that made him change his break position. He's been breaking off the side rail. That time he elected to break more toward the center of the table, and the 9 ball got kicked from behind and tracked right up toward one of the upper corner pockets.
So Xuan's pushing out here. Not easy with a 5. She got to push to hook herself almost. Because if you leave him a shot, he can just billiard into the 5.
She's got
a hook behind a 6.
Almost nowhere to go here.
No, you can't leave that shot. I would have gone much further down table and hooked behind a 6, so he has to kick, or she has to kick, or thin the 1.
Yeah, I like that shot. Your shot. I like.
You can't leave him that shot that she left him. I mean, obviously she might not have been trying to hit it so slow, just mishit it. The 4 ball, I can't tell if it goes.
Looks like the 4-8's on offer. Worst case scenario, 4-8 combination. The 9 ball makes that pocket a little bigger. It's not a. It would not be my first choice shot selection, but
The 4 might go in the other corner, top left corner. He might hit this. No, I can't see. He's got a funny angle as well.
he does. If he can go in, if he can avoid the 8 and come into that long right-hand rail.
Oh, here's a
with
better, much better view now.
Yep, just like that.
That's a good shot. He's a fast player.
Hey, I was just gonna say he doesn't waste too much time, does he?
He doesn't even need the chalk, just leave it there. A little short, yeah.
Little bit short, but I think he'll be all right.
It's a nice out. From Konrad Piekarski, the Sokolka Kid. He goes up 2-1. Vang Bui made a mistake on the safety, but to be honest, Conrad got very lucky to a dead hooker like that. She had a tough push out.
Yeah, that was a really, really awkward position. after the break where that cue ball landed behind the 9. She didn't come with a very good push, but to her, in her defense, there was very, very little room to move that cue ball.
This is a $50,000 added event, WPA Players Championship.
Interesting racking technique right there.
Let's see with a 9 and that ball next to it. What happens this time?
I'm curious to see how the whole rack opens
Yeah.
up. She didn't. Most of the time, players will push the rack up from the rear and kind of feather it. I just received word that Max beat Tyler 5-4.
Max was 1 match away yesterday from qualifying on the TV table, I think, the last match of the day.
Yep. No, Conrad's not going to give this back, but that was an illegal break.
He said watch the hit so he doesn't move the 6. Wow.
That's pretty strong.
Oh, yeah. I can barely play left-handed at all, let alone jacked up.
And folks, the reason I say that wasn't a legal break, there's a 3-point rule in effect. So you have to pocket 3 balls or get 3 balls across the head string or any combination of the
Side
2.
pocket.
Point, nightmare.
Hooked. Wow, I see that a lot. Players heading towards the side pocket. I don't know.
That was just unfortunate there.
Wow. Luck bag. It keeps getting lucky. And hooking behind a 9 again. And just get up, get the jump cue out and fire this in.
Yep, she's going back over for the jumper. She took the 3rd piece off the bottom of that jump cue to shorten it up a little bit, which will help her elevate just a little bit more. Takes a little bit of weight out of the cue itself.
I think she's gonna make this.
I think she's got a very good chance. I like it too.
Nice shot. Where's the cue ball? Slow down. Ah, bit unfortunate there. Very unfortunate.
Keep that cue in hand, girl.
That's a 2nd jump shot she's made. Good jump shot.
She's going for a 3rd. She just went and grabbed the 3rd piece to put back onto her jump stick to make it a little bit longer again.
Made a good contact, but left a cut shot.
She's pretty effective with that jump cue. She's been successful on all 3 attempts and pocketed 2 of them. Unfortunately, in this case, she's left a pretty makeable shot for Conrad.
Oh, this could be funny. Funny angle to avoid the cue ball going to the side.
I don't know if he can be aggressive here without scratching.
Well, he's getting down quickly, so he doesn't seem too concerned.
I think he's putting the cue ball behind the 8. Oh,
No.
wow.
He's missed it
Went
though.
for it. I think he thought he made it.
Yeah. Here's another big chance for Xuan to tie the match up. Can she do it? She made a lot of comebacks yesterday. I know she was down like 4-0 sometimes. She came back and won at 4, you know. So don't count her out.
Wonder if she came over by herself or who she came with. Wonder who the if there's like a Vietnamese group that came out together. Or
Yeah, I'm not sure. I know there's some Vietnamese players maybe invited for a second stage. Maybe she came a bit early and then meeting her friends here or something.
That's very likely.
Now, what angle does she have here?
She's going to draw just under the side.
No, she had a funny angle, playing for the combo.
Not terrible. It's not perfect, but it's not terrible.
You can hit this a little harder, leave the 7 where the 9 is now, and the cue will come up table a little bit, so you only leave a bank if you miss it. I think you have that angle, I can't tell. Or you just focus on making a shot and don't even think about that. Oh, you do that? Wow.
I was almost going to be a smarty pants and say, watch her play safe here, but I didn't think there was enough room to get through there.
No, I couldn't. Oh, I couldn't tell from the angle we have. She might have just played position for the safe the whole time.
So now we know she's extremely disciplined as well.
Yeah.
That was a tempting shot for 99 out of 100 players. So we know she can jump. We know she's got patience.
Don't think that was a good hit, was it? Did he hit the rail first or after? I can't.
Yeah, it was good.
I'm not sure. Yeah. In between.
She is showing no emotion. I'm looking her directly in the eyes. You can't see it on the screen, but she is showing absolute. I try to read my opponents in any way that I can. She is not. She has got the poker face for pool. Hopefully she can avoid that scratch.
Don't go in. That would be awful.
I think she got fortunate right there. And
it's going to go up and down, maybe. I think so, yeah. She might be able to hold this. Do you think she can hold it, spin it?
I wouldn't.
No.
I don't. I
You
think
gotta go up and down.
Yeah, I think you're supposed to go up and down with this one. Kind of let your stroke out a little bit.
She looks like she's kill pinching it. Let's see. She is. No, I don't like that shot because of that.
Yeah, I didn't like it for that reason too.
When I saw it digging low with that left English, I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, I think you'd have to go up and down on that one.
It's a much more confident way of hitting it, going up and down. You know, you can let your stroke out.
You hit it a little firmer to go up and down, and in doing so, you keep the cue ball straighter. She was putting some spin on that ball right there that she just shot, but she also shot it extremely slow, which gave that spin a chance to grab the cloth before it even came close to the object ball itself. Whereas had she hit it firmer and gone up and down table, the cue ball wouldn't have had time to change directions before it hit the rail.
That was a big, big mistake.
That was. So Conrad's going to take a 3-1 lead, and he'll be breaking.
The final 64, stage 2, starts Tuesday at noon. Pacific time.
I crushed that break, but ended up hooked. I like pushing right here and moving the cue ball half an inch in any direction, maybe 1 inch. Make her kick at it. And if she doesn't kick at it, I don't mind the kick because I feel like I can control it fairly well. But unless the 1-7 is lined up.
He looked at it. Wow, is he going for this? Yeah, he is. I don't think that was a good idea. At that angle, it just throws the ball off so much, coming in, attacking from there, the combo. Here's another chance for Vang Bui.
She made a great pocket on that ball and hooked herself. I think nerves are a big factor for her in this. Like you were saying before, she's probably not been under too many stadium type settings or a whole lot of cameras and spectators, so this might be a little bit new to her.
Yeah, I knew when
she's also surrounded by a field of monsters.
I knew when I talked to her earlier about that, when I said it, she was like a little,
yeah.
Not, most people would be, oh, I can't wait to get on TV. She was like, oh.
Boy, she really likes to jump. She's about 2.5 inches away from that ball.
That's a bridge too far for there.
Well, Conrad's got ball in hand here, but there's definitely some work to be done.
Yeah.
I think if we can pocket the 2 in the pocket that it's closest to, and draw the cue ball into the 7, possibly move it out of the way. I don't know if that gives you much reward for the 3.
Yeah, he could go for, I mean, it's a good opportunity for 3 foul situation, but he's not doing that.
I didn't think about the 3 foul thing as well.
He could make the 3, 5, 6, and then play a lock-up safety behind a 7 if he doesn't get on it. There's a number of things you can do. A lot of players don't think, they just think, in all games, 8-ball as well, they think, oh, I have to break open the balls, I have to get out. But you can make the 5, you can make the 6, play that perfect angle for the dead safety, punch the 7 out, freeze up against the 9. That wins you the match as well.
Yep.
You don't have to, don't take any guessing games or any chances, just play the perfect pattern.
Well, he put a big stroke on that ball, but not sure where he was trying to go with it.
I think maybe he was trying to get an angle for the side pocket, just a nudge over.
Well, he's got it.
He's got a bit too much angle.
Surely got some angle now.
I mean, you either attack or you can play safer. Cue ball could just hit the 7 behind the 9.
He could pocket both in this shot. No? Or neither?
Or you could do that, which wouldn't have been my shot. The attacking shot would have been, I would have played safe. Wow, there's a funny angle here. Xuan's going to have to draw back for the short side, and the pocket becomes get in the way maybe.
Yeah, this is a little funny here. I think she pretty much doesn't have much choice though, but to draw straight back. Let's see where she's pointing there. See what kind of draw stroke she's got here. I really like her mechanics.
That's a nice
she put
shot.
that ball exactly where, oh my God, did I just roll? She put that ball almost exactly where she pointed on that rail. That was a phenomenal shot.
Excellent.
A funny angle. It kind of looked like the cue ball was drifting for a second, but It wasn't. It was just my eyes playing tricks.
Can she hold it together and get out and get back in this match?
Be really good for her confidence.
Nice shot.
Conrad better not take this for granted. We haven't really got to see it much in this match, but I would imagine that she's very good at kicking balls. She's got a 3-cushion background, so I imagine she's got a really good understanding of the rails. She wins rack number 5. She's trailing 2-3. Soon will be breaking in rack number 6 here. Folks, we're coming to you live from Griff's in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. Griff's Billiards. This is a WPA Players Championship qualifier number 2, 2 of 4. Got another one tomorrow, one more the following day. And then the final, stage 2, starts on Tuesday the 16th, and that's got $50,000 added dollars. This qualifier format are all races to 5, alternating break. With the 1 racked on the spot, the 9 in the middle, the 9 ball does count as a win if pocketed on the break. We've also got a 3 foul rule and a 3-point rule in effect.
She's got a 2 ball at the back.
I wonder if that was random or if intentional. A lot of 9-ball formats nowadays force you to put the 2 at the back, so it becomes habitual for a lot of rotation players to put it there. Four ball didn't move again. She's not giving herself a good rack.
No. And she kind of cut broke that one. Didn't leave much. 2 balls tied up. It's going to be a complicated little game.
Helpful nudge on the 3.
Huh.
For the 5th time? 5th or 6th. I think this is the 5th time she's pulled this out.
She does jump a lot for a 3-cushion billiard player.
She's 3 for 4 so far with 2 pocketed. 4 for 5 on the hits.
Open a 2 up, but tied the 7-9 up, which might save her at the end. You can't go into them here because then you won't get on the 2 most likely.
Yeah, it's pretty risky to try and break those right now. You'd have to catch just the left side of the 9 ball and not put himself behind the 4.
Again, this is the same situation I said earlier. Make all the easy ones, play position to get on the bottom rail down here for the safety on the 7, stop the cue ball behind the 9. Actually, you could play position for the 7 in the corner as well. If you don't get it, then you can play the safety. I mean, that's later on, but that's how I'm thinking ahead. I think quickly ahead like that. And meanwhile, he's got a funny angle here. Oh, he's going to play the combo, of course. Wow, I didn't like the way he played that.
Worked out okay.
It worked out okay.
Worked out pretty well, but he got down on it real quick and just, he had his mind made up. Uh-oh.
You see, why do you don't need it? Oh, I had to break. He's thinking, oh, I've got to go into those balls. You don't have to go into those balls then. But hey, what do I know? I'm sitting here with my little notes, watching carboys eat a salad. I ordered the chicken fingers and fries, a burger, this and that, and he's eating a salad. It's just, everything's healthy and organic, so he's killing me. I've got to eat a salad later, chicken salad, he told me.
I had me some cheese sticks a little while ago.
Oh, so, okay. So you're not falling for this?
I'm not the only one not eating unhealthy.
Okay. Then. But you're lean. You're like a lean, mean fighting machine.
I got some record-breaking metabolism levels, I think.
Meanwhile, she's got a good opportunity here, Xuan, to get out.
Yeah, she could tie it right back up at 3-apiece here.
That a little speedy. Oh, if this keep. Oh. No, she's okay. She got a cue action.
This is going to take a big stroke.
Yeah.
In one direction or the other. I think the right shot is to play this forward with some right-hand spin. I'd try to hold it with left-hand spin, but that increases the difficulty of potting the shot.
I
Can't see what happened.
I don't think it's good the way she's standing there.
Oh, no.
She hit the cue ball too high. She should have hit it a little low and punched it more, and that's caused what happened to happen. This is a huge shot. This could be the match if she doesn't make this ball or get it safe somehow. Oh, she got a little bit left in my bank.
Yeah, I don't want to say she got away with it, but yeah, she got away with it. I personally probably would have elected to go 2 rails, using that foot rail, knowing that it's going to cause the cue ball to track up table. But
I think she was, and she just mishit it because she's pointing at the rail. I saw a point at it where she
okay.
just mishit it a little bit. Too hard on this shot. Wow, we got a battle here.
Seems like speed control has been the biggest nemesis for every player on this table so far in this event.
Go behind the 9 here, send the 7 up table. 2 rails behind the 9. Oh. It's like a Steve Davis shot. Oh, that's a snooker thing. He used to play those just simple safeties. Oh, no, on the snooker table is much longer distance, obviously, but they work for him.
12 by 6.
Yeah.
Or 6 by 12, however.
6 by 12.
Yeah.
So. You play any snooker?
No.
No?
Nope. I've played on a snooker table 2 or 3 times.
You mentioned, I think you mentioned before.
I'll throw some pool balls out there and torture myself trying to make them on pockets that are too small. But other than that, no, I honestly don't even know. And I've watched a lot of hours of snooker, and I still have questions about some of the rules. I would love to learn the game. Alex Higgins.
It's my favorite. Him and Jimmy White, Kirk Stevens, my favorite players. Growing up in the 80s.
Alex was absolutely. Alex passed away, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was absolutely.
Wow, what a shot.
Amazing to watch.
Yeah.
He was such a showman. Very eccentric. He played on a Moscone Cup team too, I believe.
Him and Jimmy.
Yep.
They had a whole bar set up.
I remember, watching some of the old videos.
And they did a barman.
They're drinking and smoking
beer.
right in the middle of the match. Yeah, it's funny how things have changed.
I love that video. When he walks on and Jimmy was signaling to like Hearn or something, he's like, Alex is gone. But they went ahead and won.
Well, that was against Mike Massey, I think.
Yeah. And Bobby Hunter, that match. It's
right.
doubles.
Yeah. That had to have been back in like 93, 4?
Yeah, in the 90s, yeah.
95. Meanwhile, back to the match here. Soon is in a great position to tie the scoreline back up at 3 apiece. She does so nicely.
Cue ball. No, she's okay.
She's good.
She made an amazing 7-ball under the kosh there, because I mean, she misses that, she's down 4-2. She's a comeback queen. She did it all yesterday. She kept coming back. Shows some heart to keep coming back in these matches. Yeah, she's only one of 2 ladies that have traveled to play in these qualifiers for the WPA Players Championships. I'm not sure. I haven't got the information in front of me if she's entered into the US Open next week. That could be a possibility, you know.
If you give me just a moment,
Okay.
I've actually got the roster right here. I'm actually
We'll
working
see if that's
working with Matchroom.
made a ball.
You're gonna have to give me a moment to flip through 256 names, but
So Conrad here has made a ball, but he's hooked himself. That's been happening a lot. Both players have been getting hooked or hooking themselves. Not easy here. He's thinking about where to push out.
Conrad is playing in the US Open.
Oh yeah.
Came across his name. I'm still looking for soon here.
If this one goes, I do not like that push out at all. That's like, it can't go. There's no way he would have pushed. Is she looking at a 9? I think it's too far ahead of the 1. I can't tell from here, but we're going to find out in a minute. I tell you, I don't think this one goes. How that? Oh, she missed it back. I can't believe he pushed out there.
She is not signed up for the US Open.
No, she hasn't. Well, I suppose he left her a teaser, but I wouldn't. I don't know. Oh, he's butchered that.
Oh my.
And he got lucky again. Shun here can see, I think, the sliver of the edge to hit it. Obviously can't make it anywhere. Might be kicking, I can't tell. No, she's hitting the edge. Hit it too hard. This is a game. The first one to leave the other person shot on the 1 should lose the game. Wow, he just got down and said, you know, I'm going to give that a whack and see what happens. That was not good. This is a big chance again. Vang Bui. Can she compose herself and get out here? Nice shot. A little more angle than she wanted. You don't try and hold this ball, you come across the table and back. Hitting it thinner like that. Make sure you get back though.
Yeah, that's pretty good there. Yeah. It's perfect. Draw straight back and play the 5 on this side. She's got a lot of room for error too. She can come all the way down to the foot rail if she wants to. She's got a big area she can land in and still be good. She did very well. Conrad's got to be thinking to himself, what have I done? checked that cue ball up nicely with inside.
Yes. This match could be the first one that goes over. There's 10 minutes left in the time slot.
She's the comeback queen.
Yeah. This would be a first. It's 10-6 now.
I think this is the longest match we've seen so far,
Definitely.
or I have anyhow. I think the quickest one I saw was 24 minutes yesterday.
Oh,
I'm trying to think of who that was.
wow. Just have to pull it back a few inches. Leave us off long. I don't think you can do much here. Don't miss the ball. Yeah, just pull it back a few inches to there and give yourself a shot. Some people do try and whack and do something funny and they miss the 7.
That's me. I'd be running this ball forward with some top left. Unless it was absolutely dead straight, but if I had any, oh, that was pretty straight. If I had any rail to play with or any way to cheat that ball just a fraction, I'm gonna try and spin away from that head rail, but.
This is a tester. On the TV table. Race to 2 to stay in this qualifier. Can she make this equal? This is a good angle. Oh, nice shot.
Very nice. She's one rack away from getting to the hill before Conrad here. After being down 3-0 or 3-1?
3-1.
3-1.
Beautiful. Wow, that was nice. She's on the hill.
She's up 4-3 and breaking.
Ben, maybe you go up there and help her rack these balls. I think then she'd win the game, win the match.
Speaking of, I need to talk to Mr. Eberly after this match. He came out on top against Tyler in a previous match just a few moments ago, and I'm anxious to speak with Max and see how his break was working for him. We did some work together last night after the event was over. I'm not a world-class player, but I've got a really good break and a really good understanding of it. So Max and I were kind of sharing a little bit with each other, trying to help him get a break dialed in for today. So I'm curious to see how it worked out. I don't understand that tap that she does on the side of the rack right there.
I think it's been helping her.
Well, she breaks from the same side again. I'm anxious to see where that second ball ends up. I can't tell if it's the 3 or the 5 from here. I think it's the 5.
Piekarski slumped in his chair there,
It is the 5.
dejected. Will he get back to the table?
She gave herself a pretty good rack there.
Yeah.
It busted open well. She made a ball. She
And
made a legal break.
hooked yet
Got
again.
no reward for it. She's likely going to push out for a kick shot here. I don't mind taking the cue ball and just kind of running it over toward the 4 ball. Maybe
I was thinking maybe just a little bit to the left where she's standing. Not enough so he can hit it dead straight and hook behind, but just where you can see the edge, maybe.
yeah.
And then
I
if
think
he gives
he's
it
smart
back,
enough to turn that back over, knowing that the scratch is pretty much. See, I kind of like going the direction that she's going.
Yeah.
She may have run a little further than what I was thinking, but essentially trying to force him to kick at the back of it. And
he's going to give this back.
if
I
he
think.
didn't like it, I would be fairly confident in my kicking ability.
He's giving it back. Wow, you can't make a mistake here because the balls are wide open.
She's going to thin this.
Playing a super slow safety, maybe. Super slow safe behind a 3. Can she do it? She did.
Gosh.
Nice shot.
That's a really good touch right there. I don't have the, what's the word? The courage to do that, or the stones, if you will.
Well, he made a good hit, but has he left it? Yes, he has.
So Xuan's got an opportunity here now. She's got an open table. She's in control. She's also leading 4-3.
And like we were saying earlier, she won she won her first 2 matches yesterday and lost a very close match to Nick De Leon, and he went ahead and qualified. If she wins this match, she would have also won her first 2 matches and continue in today's qualifier. So shooting very well. That's a nice shot. Oh,
That's a pretty nice little touch.
and that's okay.
Workable.
Yep, definitely.
I think you've got to go back and forth twice here.
Yeah.
Like back and forth, back and forth. It's a very thin cut. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's kind of what she was pointing at there, but
Well, she's looking
she
at.
doesn't want to leave the cue ball where it is now.
She's thinking about going into the 5 the way she pointed it. No.
I suppose she could spin it with outside, possibly
Yeah.
come above the 8, but like I said, it's a thin angle, so it's got to be
She is
hit
doing that
firm.
shot. The outside, I think she's hitting.
That looks like inside.
Oh, look at this shot. That's exactly what you said.
Yeah, she hit it.
Beautiful.
She hit it better than I said it.
Wow,
Oh
that was
my
a
gosh.
Beautiful shot.
I'm looking at the rail right here. Some people sitting off to the sides, and I just saw 4 or 5 sets of eyes get
Yeah.
really large when she made that shot.
I should put my glasses on. I thought we should aim on the outside, should aim on the inside.
Well, you can watch it again.
I'm going to put my
Right
glasses
over
on.
there.
Oh, put it, oh. No, I know what she did now, but before.
Oh, I thought you wanted a replay.
This is a shot. If she can get on that 7, it'll be good night.
She's not on the best, not on the right side of this 6. She can still get there.
You have to jack up a little bit and punch it, yeah?
Yeah. It's depending, she can really dig into it and draw it, or she can kind of stun it into the rail and up. I think if she would have stayed above it, it would have made this shot a lot easier. But
Oh, don't tell me she's dogged it.
she
Might get safe behind that ball. Look at that.
I mean, that's how I'd have played it.
Well, she didn't like the angle. She played safe. She's like, oh, I'm going to duck. He's just going to thin this. Thin this and make the 9?
That'd be pretty incredible.
Or he could just not think too much and whack it and just get down and miss. Wow. I don't like his body language. You know, he's not thinking too much. I mean, it's such an important situation. You've got to fight, you know. It might just be a style, though, obviously.
Table 28, Blake Baker, Dave Owen. Table 27, Daniel Joe Baker. And Lou Ring Tang. The rest are waiting for table 4 matches to end.
Oh. Wow, there's some mistakes just at the end here. Both players. The finish line's in sight, and she can't get over the line.
Conrad's going to have an opportunity to break and run for the win, the match win, assuming he pockets these 2 balls, which he's favored to do. Okay, we are hill. Tied up at 4 apiece. Konrad Piekarski versus Vang Bui. Racing to 5. Conrad's going to get the final break here. one last thank you and shout out to some of our sponsors before we wrap this match up. Andy Billiard Cloth, CueSports International, Cyclop Pool Balls, Diamond Billiard Products. Of course, our host, location, Griff's Billiards, How Tips, Predator Cues, Master Chalk, the Rio Hotel and Casino, and of course the WPA itself. It's been a great collaboration, and we're only on day 2. We've got 6 more days. Conrad to break rack 10. Pockets a ball.
Nothing went in.
Nothing went in. I thought I saw something go in.
Well, she's not hooked for once.
I know the 1 and the 5 crossed the head string. I didn't see if the 3 or 8 did. So it'd pretty much be irrelevant. She wouldn't be passing this back, I don't think. It's a good safety opportunity here.
Yeah.
But had she been hooked, she may have had the option to give it back to Conrad.
It's going to be an easy kick here.
After contact, does that cue ball track toward the 8 a little bit, possibly snuggle up behind it? He's going to go rail first and kick that ball out, but I don't think you can kick and stick. I think that one's a little close.
Yeah, not enough
oh,
space.
It squirted out.
9 ball. Cue ball. Oh, if he had scratched the 1-9, would have been there. Oh, he got away with one there.
We got excitement in this last rack, folks. He may not have gotten away with one there.
Well, it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah. I don't know how much of that 1 she can see, and I don't know how big of a stroke she packs, but she could flirt with that 9 ball here. Looks like she's kicking at it, so it tells me she couldn't see it.
She left him alone. Trying to go behind the 6, but just popped out a little bit. He's trying to go behind the 6. Or 2. Where's he going? Cue ball? No, he's
Got coverage with the 8 ball
now,
there.
is she jumping again, or is she going to just play off the edge safe?
No, I don't think. I don't think she's jumping this.
I tell you what.
Especially because she can see an edge of it. She's a 3-cushion billiard player too, so she should have a good understanding
Let's
of
see what she's doing.
what a little left-hand English does on this shot.
Which ball is she going behind? The 6.
I think she's going to try to get the cue ball back where it is now. Just like that.
Cute. Watch out for that pocket.
There's a 2 blocking it. She did great.
I don't know if he can see this.
He's got to kick it.
Do you think he can see it though now?
I don't think so. I think he is fully hooked.
Wow, this is a big shot here. 2 ball hanging. He went hill yesterday. I think he missed the 9 in his match on the TV table.
Yeah, that was against.
Twice, I think he missed it.
Oh, the gentleman who took first in the 2014 All Japan. He's a Filipino.
I'm not sure who it was. I wasn't doing that match.
I was, and I'm drawing a blank at the moment. Give me a second. Let me look back at my notes here.
Well, he's left to a shot and a sign meanwhile.
Raymond Farrajon.
Oh, yes. She was looking at that. I know she was looking at it. Whether cue ball was going to hit that ball or not. She's made the 1 ball in the wrong part of the pocket. There's so many different points of the 1 you could hit and still make that ball. Wow, this is touchy. Wow. That's a good shot.
She definitely didn't leave anything easy. I think they're both trying to defend that 3 ball as much as possible right now. I mean, you've got options, but if you want to be aggressive, you've got a 3-4 combination or a 3-9 combination. I don't know about you, but I'd prefer the 3-9 if it's the same combination.
Knock the 8 in.
See Conrad give a little wave of acknowledgement there. He didn't mean to do that. He wasn't really rewarded with much, but at the same time, he's still at the table. Guys, if you're interested and you want to check the brackets for this event, go ahead and swing on over to ctsondemand.com.
Oh, he's sold out. No, don't tell me he's hooked to a game by luck. No. Sold the farm. Can she get position?
She needs to get a window between that 4-ball and 6-ball, right where she's pointing there. And that 7-ball makes that pocket a little bigger for this combination too. She's got a little bit of room for error on the 3-9 combo. But the task at hand is getting the cue ball back down table. It's going to take a big stroke.
Didn't hit it.
She got a look. You can see, and that's one thing I like about this cue ball and similar cue balls is you could see she had a lot of side spin on that ball, a ton of side spin on that ball, which tells you, the viewer, that she hit more up the side of that ball than she did the base of that ball. She's trying to draw it back.
Can she make the 9 here with a billiard? Power?
Yes, she can.
Punch over power.
Take the cue ball into the rail, or do you go right into the 9? I go down into the rail and back over.
She went in and got it. That's the win.
Wow.
Xuan Vang Bui, the comeback queen, wins the
Okay,
game.
She takes down Konrad Piekarski by a score line of 5-4. We are going to take a very, very quick break. We're 7 minutes behind, so we're going to do a little update on our end, switch some names around, and let the players get warmed up. We will be back shortly